Well, today is the first visit to Sioux City, to the sister city of Gjilan in Kosovo that I represent as a mayor today. And it's been a great experience. The first visit is always special because you get to see everything first. You get to meet new people. And today we had, besides a great day, great visits, great fun together. And I'm really thankful for everyone for the warm welcome. And, our visit has been quite an experience. We've seen some institutions and some things that are really good and really role model for my city as well. Comparably as a size for two cities, we are probably the same number of populations. And some of the things that I've seen here are really needed back home and are some of the problems that I have already identified with my colleagues back. And I think that this is a great start. This is the first visit, and for many more to come in the future.
Awesome. What are some things that you've seen so far while you've been here that have really impressed you?
Well, I've already informed everyone here that one of the main problems that we have in Gjilan is that the labor market doesn't really comply with the education system back home. So what we need to do is to have an education system that prepares the young generation for the labor market. In this term, we can lower down the unemployment rate and at the same time prepare people get ready for work during the education system. This will also help and increase the value of every entrepreneur in Gjilan, and in this way we can then have a chain that functions better. In these terms, we have seen the Career Center today, which is probably one of the examples that we need to have back home as well. We have some schools, some middle schools that are preparing students specifically for different areas. For example, the technical middle school, the economic middle school, the law middle school, the agriculture middle school, and so on. And they need to be more prepared to give students not just theoretical knowledge, but also practical knowledge, and to get them more involved with the other stakeholders like entrepreneurs, farmers, and so on. So in these terms, we can then close this gap that is really making some big problems back.
Definitely.
Take me into having the partnership with Sioux City and Gjilan for the sisterhood, and how big is it to be able to share the knowledge that we both can give each other to help improve both our cities?
Well, first of all, I have to come back to this, not to the friendship, but to the really special relation that we have with the United States. Our country is 15 years old now. It's independent, but to this point we've come with the help of the United States, and that's the first thing probably that comes to mind for every Albanian that lives back in Kosovo. And then secondly, coming to the local level, to the city level, it's always important to have this sort of relations with other cities abroad, because through this you can exchange not only experience and knowledge, but also cultural aspects and others, which is always going to make countries and cities richer than they are.
One question I have is, how did this partnership kind of get started in the first place?
Yeah, so I believe 3 years ago, before COVID really spun, there were some folks from the 185th who were in Kosovo, and they really enjoyed it. And they said it's such a beautiful city. It's really comparable to Sioux City with the growth, the development, the folks there. And so I think that's how the partnership initially started. It's been difficult, right, because of COVID and because of just things that have happened back home for them as well. I think it was a bit of disruption in the sense that for us to come over, for them to come over here. So we're very happy that we're here on peaceful terms, right? And that everyone's in good health. So I think it's gonna be exciting to see what happens now, because we've discussed now pen pals, doing pen pal programming through the middle and high schools, doing Zoom calls to exchange how education works, potentially exchanging co-workers and creating a pipeline of students to WIT to get the education there and be able to take that back home and get technically trained here. Because right, the whole point of us is we want to create good workers in the future as well. And so I think that's going to be really cool to see that happen.
I just want to say that we have so many exciting happenings in Sioux City. A lot of positive things happening. And one of those, Mayor, is that we're a sister city with Gjilan. And we're very proud of it. And we have a lot of successes, and we have a lot of challenges ahead of us. And as you spoke so well, we have issues that are in common. Education, workforce development, infrastructure, we talked about a little bit. I didn't feel alone with those potholes and all the streets that we're redoing. Thank you, Mr. Padmore. And I just want to point out what part of the success that we have in Sioux City is people like Tony Fravel. And if there's someone else on the Gjilan committee, Sister City Committee, please come up here with us. But Tony has been a very active member. He's been to Kosovo, what,
About 10 months, 9 months.
Okay, so several times over.
Yes.
Yes, oh yeah, so several times over, and that's significant. We have guard people that have gone and visited. I'm glad you're extending an invitation to the mayor, because if he can't make it, the mayor pro tem always steps in. And he's very happy to do so. But this mayor has been delightful to get to know. He's got a great personality. He shows leadership. And I think you're going to just have a great success. 16 months, though, has been a long time to serve, but you have much longer, because the term is for how long?
4 years.
4 years, that's what our term is, too. And I just want to thank Tony for his hard work, because the success, I say this over and over, and Helen Rigdon, our library director, knows this. I say over and over, the successes we have in Sioux City are because of our volunteers, and they helped tremendously. And they have seen your city, they have traveled your country. And the other thing we have in common is the diversity. Because if I recall, you have 7 flags. Am I right on Kosovo? 7 flags.
7 stars on the flag, yeah.
7 stars on the flag for the different, yes, for the different diversity that you have. And so, welcome to Sioux City. We're proud to have a relationship with you. We hope to build it stronger, and I think it will be that way. So thank you. I just want to thank you so much.
Thank you.